EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Las Vegas Raiders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. To start the drive, 13 yards, first down.
Tackle made at the...
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
11 on the play.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jones. Room to run again. And finally taken down at the 34. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
The tackle made by Stephon Gilmore. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action now. Mariota. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Raiders.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down throw for Mariota. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Brings up second and
they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Mariota. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. And that went off the mark, a little late with a throw.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Aaron Jones.
Touchdown.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Point after.
Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Those are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On the carry.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Cam goes out wide quickly, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Antonio Callaway.
0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him. Michel, his first carry, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 3rd and...
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to let this one. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jalen Richard now on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jalen Richard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
They go play action. Mariota rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Mariota. It's caught. Jones. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
17 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tackle made at the 21-yard
Brandon,
line.
all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota. That is caught at the 7. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Raiders 14, Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
For the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gun. 52, right next man. Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. Oh, you got deep?
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. This is Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd down, Mariota. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big... Play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
1st down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And now it's second down.
25-yard line.
To throw Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Jones, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Patriots 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Raekwon McMillan charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Newton. They'll set up a screen for Breida. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And the Raiders have got him. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Patriots 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Mariota going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Raiders.
Rico Gafford, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Patriots 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
They've got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 30 yards. Mariota. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
By Stephon Gilmore.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Final play of the half here. Mariota. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tanner Muse in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Third down.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
Come on, QB, come on. 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Operating from the gun, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run it with Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Trying to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And a Raider 1st down.
On 1st down, Richard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll try to throw now. Mariota being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. To throw is Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
To Aaron Jones.
From 3 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them running the football away.
Yes, you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Mariota to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Las Vegas.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
The kickoff for the Raiders.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Newton. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Great.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. Going deep here for Adelman. And this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
On downs.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. One. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 36.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's our time. Mike 36.
Mariota on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They had 2 straight 1st downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
48 to Mike. Here we go. 48. 3. Watch the run. Hey, alert 3.
Mariota. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st and 10, Newton buying time to his left. Check down to Breida. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
20.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
You can fall, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. That'll be complete to Breida. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He can run, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner, and he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 3. Deuce. He's coming.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Kyle
Van Noy in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 50.
Throwing here, Mariota. And this one complete to Gafford. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Las Vegas.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Play action now. Mariota steps away. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Patriots 14,